This is my Antique Rose Junk Journal. It has a seam binding wrap tie that is attached to the back of the spine. The spine measures 2.5 inches. The journal measures 6.5 by 9. It has 5 signatures and 138 pages. It has a very vintage feel. The cover is a handcrafted cover, and it has kind of a faux leather look. It has metal corners, a very sturdy journal. So let's kind of get cracking at it. Okay, inside the front cover we have a library card. And I have some digital downloads in here, and I don't know where the digital downloads came from. I love making these little faux slides. And I happen to be a paper hoarder, and junk journaling actually gives me an opportunity to use those beautiful papers. For a long, long time I just held on to them because I was making journals, and sometimes they would fit in the journal I was making in terms of themes or colors or whatever. And I find that with junk journals that you can use paper, and because a junk journal is a celebration of imperfections, and it doesn't have to be the theme or the color, because most of my journals are vintage and rather eclectic. This is a book page from one of my mother's high school literature books. And as a shameful paper hoarder, I guess I'm not a shameful paper hoarder. I don't mind hoarding paper. But I really do like when I can put some of my very favorite papers in these junk journals. This paper, this dragonfly paper, was one of my favorite papers also. And I'm also kind of an ephemera hoarder. And junk journals give me the privilege of using my ephemera in a productive way. And again, because I think that a junk journal is just a celebration of imperfections. It doesn't have to be, my journals aren't necessarily themed. They just kind of come together for me. And sometimes I learn things on the internet like collaging, and so I'll spend some time making collages to use in my journal. And then when I have a little bit of a stack of them, then I have all I need to start a junk journal, particularly since, as I said, my junk journals are more, here's more of that dragonfly paper. And this is an envelope. I missed that on the, this is note paper, and I have it tucked in here. And I will go back and find that envelope, this envelope, right here. And I did not show you that. I wonder if I should put that one in like that. That's a really pretty cup. I'm going to put it in like that. And then there's a nice little tablet in there. And of course the thrift stores give you a great opportunity to, I've had to stop going to thrift stores though, because my ephemera stash is just getting way too big. This is another one of those pages from my mother's literature book. And we have an envelope. And I love, love, love making this. This is a window envelope, and I think it, I don't know, an ad or something came in it, lots of pocket space in this. And on the back, I have just a little fold-out page, and I have 2 vintage cards from 2 vintage games, and I have a little envelope. I don't remember, I saw somebody had a video on taking window envelopes and making tucks out of them, and I got a kind of a kick, and I did a whole bunch of them. Great fun to do. Another one of those slides. I'm not a shopper in that I know what I want and I go and shop and use it for whatever I shopped for. I'm a shopper. Ooh, I like that. I'm going to get it, not having any idea how I'm going to use it. This is a cabinet card. And that's how you end up with a stash that is amazingly large. I love this paper, but when I was doing mini albums, there was really not an album that I could use, put that paper in. And here's a functioning cabinet card, and the tag that goes in that. I also learned, and I guess I am learning, how to do things upside down because my video setup is rather rudimentary, but it works. And I can only do, I've tried doing videos at night, but I like natural sunlight. And the last few days it's been cold, but we've had great sunlight. And I'm always pleased when I can pull out of my ephemera stash and use my ephemera, use the papers that I thought were beautiful but I didn't have a plan for. And I think that probably I need to stop buying paper. I love this little gal. Look at that paper clip. And my friends, when they go to thrift stores, bring me ledger paper and that sort of thing. This is an envelope. And I love these Tim Holtz people that I can make slides out of. And I just love that you can't ever make a mistake with a junk journal because they are a celebration of errors. And it's just a celebration of imperfection, so you can't ever make a mistake. You just take what is a mistake and turn it into something wonderful. This is another one of my mother's literature book pages. She had an accounting book and she had a literature book. I haven't touched her Greg shorthand books yet. I think I'm going to try and use most of the other pages before I use that. And this is actually the front cover of 6x6, or the back cover is 6x6, and I cut this out, and then I took the cutout and made tabs on my pages with the cutouts. So I do have enablers out there because my friends and my family, when they go to thrift stores. Here's another one of those back pages, and I cut that out, and then I divided it in half and made tabs with that. Another envelope. And this was a, I don't know, I got some ephemera or something in that, and I love the way this looked, this background looked. And I covered up the images of what was in the packet with that lined paper. She's cute. Botanical book page that I used, and this, another little corner tuck on a dictionary page. I think it's way too easy to order ephemera online. Taperology is one of my favorite sites, but I have to not open that site up because when I do, money just falls out of my bank account. This was a mistake. This page was a mistake, but it turned out to be, when I printed it, it printed incorrectly, but it turned out to be really cute for a tag in a book. this is what that page was supposed to look like. And so I just made an adjustment and I turned it into this. I think she's a cute little gal. I think that's from Graphic 45 Secret Garden Collection. The other thing that happens when I was making mini albums is that as I would make the mini albums, I'd have parts and pieces of pages that I wouldn't use. And so obviously I kept all of those, being a masterful hoarder. And now I take those little bits and pieces and put them in my albums. One thing that I have to work on is how I'm going to store the bits and pieces. I think I should store them by size, maybe. A little flip-up corner tuck. That's Graphic 45 also. As opposed to color, because I think I most generally look at size. And this is a little tuck spot with the little papers. I like that paper kind of sorted, but I couldn't ever use it in an album. But I love the inside of that, so I just make a little tablet and put it in a junk journal. These specimen cards are a digital download from Tracy Fox. Her channel on YouTube is very inspiring. She has some great ideas. There's a little offcut that I turned into a little book. Tucked it in here. And I backed this lace. This was, I thought this was a very pretty lace, but it really wouldn't work by itself because it was too soft. And so I backed it and made it into a little tuck spot. Tablet. This is one of the centers from one of those pages that I took the little oval out of. Adding little tablets like this really creates more space in a journal. And you don't want it to be, I don't care for journals that have an alligator look. And I also like a journal that has a closure that you can secure the pages like a tie closure. I don't always do that, but I do prefer that. This again was some beautiful lace, but it was too soft, and so I backed it with some cardstock to make the tuck. These are more of those Tracy Fox specimen cards. I don't remember what her YouTube channel name is either. I love this big broad lace. I don't remember the name of that type of lace either. It's a little cabinet card. I love the colors in this paper that I made the tuck out of, but I never really could use it anywhere. And we have a guest check, and this is one of those papers that's folded to look like an envelope. Tucked in there. Doing much, much better operating upside down than I did when I first started. I was very awkward, but I'm getting better. And this idea came from Deli Girl 1961. This triple tag envelope. Let's see, let's go with this one. There we go. And then we have this one. So we have 3 different sizes that go in that. I'll put that in later. This journal needs a forever home. Thank you for watching.